Hello my loves! So this, last but not least, to finish off this series of reading about the past 2.5 years for BTS members, this is the reading for Jungkook. So we're gonna have a look at how the past 2.5 years for him, what lesson has he learned, and what is he being prepared for moving forward into the new energetic cycle. So let's have a look at the tarot cards first. We have the Two of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. We have three different elements here, so there were a lot of things happening within the past 2.5 years for Jungkook, covering both his like mental growth or mentality, emotions, and his career. So he's working very hard. During the past 2.5 years, he has tried a lot of different things regarding his career and his, professional development. In terms of Ace of Cups, it's in the middle of these three cards. I do feel like I felt like the sense of rebirth, of being reborn, of like this cup. I'm seeing the image of it being refilled with fresher, clearer, sweeter water. It's just because like everything's so glittering. This is such a good card. It's like emotions are flowing fluidly, and the emotions are very positive and nurturing and very comforting as well, and very calming. So I guess okay, let's talk about this Two of Swords first. This is giving me the sense of being blocked. Like Jungkook had seen the things that he wanted right in front of him, but he could not come forward to get it. And I guess it was all the activities that was being cancelled, or the plans that were supposed to go to be executed but couldn't due to the circumstances. So there's that definitely this feeling of desperation, frustration, of like, oh, I want so much to move forward, but these two swords are blocking me. But also when we're talking about swords, it usually talks about our own thinking and thoughts and beliefs, everything that's happened with inside of our head. So I do feel like this is also a blockage that Jungkook has for himself. The restrictions that he imposes on himself, on certain areas. I don't know what it is, but maybe it could be like, oh, I want to release this song, but it's not good enough. So there's always this fighting, opposing thoughts within himself. Yeah, it's like, I want to put this out, but what if it's not good enough? That's the main thing. But nonetheless, we have the Ace of Cups. So what I do feel like that out of this period of time, Jungkook has learned to be more expressive with his emotions, and to be more comfortable with himself and with everything that he feels. Also with expressing his love and giving his love out and accepting the love that people give to him. With the Eight of Pentacles, he's definitely working really hard, and this is what I'm saying. This is his mixtape or his individual work. He's been working on this for such a long time, honestly, and he's being too meticulous about it. He's being too much of a perfectionist about it. but it is coming along. It's finishing, you know, like as we can see, this spider web is almost done, if not done already, and the spider is like waiting for the prey. Is it a prey? For his food to come and being trapped in this web. So I guess probably Jungkook's work is done. He's not even doing final touches on it anymore. He's just waiting for the right moment to release it. And I guess that moment would be the reflection of the Ace of Cups. So like everything is flowing out. The next one we have here is the Ten of Pentacles, which is super nice. I feel like because the whale is diving deep to the floor of the oceans to find all these coins. So I felt like there is a sense of retrieving, or you know, what is the word? It's like Jungkook retrieves back inside of himself to find treasure and precious emotions within himself. What am I saying? Maybe this is what Jungkook, the past 2.5 years has given Jungkook the opportunity to spend more time with himself, to dive deeper within himself, into his world, his inner world, and discover the parts of himself that he hadn't known that they were there. And those discoveries, those findings are the contribution to the Ace of Cups, to the contribution of how he changed, of how he expressed himself, how he carries himself to the outer world. And it's like he found a treasure looking deeply inward. But also, of course, the Ten of Pentacles, the gain of a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, that is a giver. And then the next card we have here, Three of Cups. It's nice. We have like 2 cups and 2 pentacles. Three of Cups strengthen his friendship. Probably because he, like during this time, Jungkook has more opportunities to spend with his family or his close circle of friends. And then he realized that even though the time is tough for everyone, but they've got each other and they help each other to go through difficulties, and they can always lean on to each other. Do you feel like this is his members, but also his family, the ones that are very close to him, his friends? If they are his friends, they are probably not celebrities. And if he does have a significant one, we could talk about them as well. But overall, it's a really good card of, you know, harmony and just being happy with the relationships and the connections that he has in his life. And I love seeing that for him, because Jungkook doesn't have that many friends. He's not that social butterfly, you know. He's not so comfortable with making new friends. So, but he gives his all and everything to the people that he really treasures. So those are given. Jungkook's affections are the lucky ones, but those people, they do deserve it, is what I'm hearing. But this is overall just a really good card. And then the next one we have the Page of Wands, which is sparks of inspirations, determinations, motivations, and, you know, like just really pumped up to work. So I do feel like this connected to his like mixtape and the next coming projects, everything that is kind of like opening up. So Jungkook at this moment, it feels like Jungkook has a lot of energy to, you know, power forward, and put a lot of actions into, put a lot of effort. What am I saying? Put a lot of effort into acting things out, to turning things into reality. And the last one we have here is death. And when I saw this card, I was like, it's the death of ego. You know, because when we talk about diving deeper inward into his inner world and, you know, being reborn, yeah, I talked about the rebirth with the Ace of Cups, right? With every death comes a new beginning. Well, I'm talking about the card. With every ending comes a new beginning. So with this death of ego, basically it's just change of perspective and change of not like personality, but change of how Jungkook sees and acts regarding certain areas, certain things, certain facet of himself. And yeah, we talked about it. It's like it's more about being more expressive about his emotions and more being more in touch with himself. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the oracle cards. We have, oh, wonders. Didn't Hosok has the same card? Yeah. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. They are pretty much the same, like diving deep to find wonders in trivial little things. And this the moments that makes Jungkook happy, that he managed to find things to be grateful for, things to treasure, things to appreciate amid all the chaos and all the difficulty that's going on. So that is really nice. Suddenly I'm seeing this as an amethyst, like the stone amethyst. So it has a lot of calming effect. So I guess that's saying something. It's like finding these little things calms Jungkook down and you know, give him a point to focus, a thing to focus on during the chaotic time. This we have vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. I mean, when we have the vulture and the death card, it's like, yes, from death comes life as well, because you know the vulture, they eat carcasses, and nothing is wasted. Even when the toughest time, there would be opportunities for those who seek optimism and who seek wonders in life. I think that's what it's saying with this card. The next one we have here, oh, we have another well spirit. Trust the great mystery. Wells are significant for us, right? For this community, and also wells are the spirit, the symbol of ancient spirit that protect us, especially when we travel. So that is really, it's always nice to see a well in a reading. And when we talk about trust in the great mystery, I do feel like this is talking about Jungkook getting more in touch with his spirituality. He has always believed in the great mystery, you know, because he believes in fate and stuff like that. And I feel like this period of time has strengthened that belief, because there will be moments where Jungkook told himself that things happened for a good reason, for a reason. There's always a reason why this period of time happened, and it is for us, for him, to learn the lesson that we and he needs to learn. And so instead of, you know, being sad about or being devastated about the situation that we cannot change, we can just focus on the lesson, like, or finding out the lesson that we should and have used this time to learn, so that we grow and so that we step out of this period gaining something. And we all do, believe me, we all do. The next card we have here, Lemuria. Creating heavens on earth is happening. Ooh, look at this color palette. It's almost the same. This is giving me the feeling of like Jungkook is creating a really, really comfortable and loving living environment for himself, like his home. He takes a lot of care and pride in building his home and making it almost a sanctuary for himself and for the people that he loves. This is also a card of like being calm, or like getting in touch with the calm energy within yourself, like the calm frequencies. Tune into these calming frequencies, so that you feel connected to everything on earth. And I think out of all of us on this planet Earth, Jungkook would be the one that, you know, he can just close his eyes and take a deep breath and tune into this frequency pretty easily. He could just transport himself mentally into this sanctuary and feel calm. I think it's about time that he stepped into that mentality, mental power, spiritual power, whatever you call it. But that is something that I suddenly pick up, and that is something that Jungkook could do. I think that's what I'm getting. Wow, what? Getting grounded, empath, highly sensitive, and connect with nature. I just said it. He could just connect at a deeper level, tune into the frequencies of the earth and being one with it. Definitely, I do feel like coming up for Jungkook, he will have a huge spiritual awakening, and it will be really good. Like it will make his life a lot. I don't want to say better, but easier. No, a lot more colorful, a lot more bluish, and the bluish is like happiness and calming and serenity. Yes, serenity. Yes, yes, yes. That's what some of the cards for Jungkook to find. And the next we have adjustments are required. I think this probably talks about, you know, the Eight of Pentacles, death, the vulture spirit, and Jungkook is being called to, you know, step away from being too much of a perfectionist. But I think he knows it. It's not something that he has to do now, but it's something that he's like continuously learning. Ooh, surrender to the divine. I mean, trust in the great mystery. Empath, highly sensitive, connect with nature, connect with Lemuria, surrender to the divine. What else can I say? It's coming up. The spiritual awakening is bestowed upon Jungkook. I would very much like to see that, but that is something very private, and not many people would choose to share about it. But I really, really am excited for this to happen to Jungkook, because he would be the one having all this. I mean, I don't know, what am I saying anymore? Anyway, let's have a look at the last card. Here we have strength and resilience and confidence. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, that's what this spiritual awakening is bringing about for Jungkook. Strengthens his resilience and confidence. Ooh, I'm like seeing him walking around with so much confidence. It's like he's like that on stage, but not off stage. But I'm seeing like I'm 25 now, and I'm like really confident I own this place. He's walking around like he owns the place. And that is like almost everywhere he goes, not like saying goodbye to the shy bunny, get ready to get wrecked. But I love seeing that he's stepping into his emperor mode. And gosh, that is Very, very nice. The last card we have here, time promotes forgiveness and offers released. Yeah, once again, it goes back to the adjustment, I can't talk. Adjustments are required. In the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, what else can I say about that card? Just released of limiting beliefs, and release of negativity, and release of people that are no longer attuning to our frequencies, to Jungkook's frequency in his life. But I think that's all that I have seen for Jungkook in terms of this reading, and this concludes the series. And then I would probably do, if I have time, the new series on what that is in store for them in the new energetic cycles. But we'll see about that. We will wait until, you know, mid-April or until April passes, and then we'll see what's coming up. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this reading, this series. Please let me know if there is anything I should change, or if there is anything you would like me to do readings about. And yeah, I see you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.